So Paul's advice here in 2 Timothy 2:14, it's very practical. And it's something that I think a lot of us, especially in today's world, can kind of relate to, which is the idea that whenever you have those kind of quarrels and fighting over, different sort of topics, words, whatever it might be, it just causes more damage than actual progress. I'm sure everyone out there, myself included, has had a conversation with somebody where they've said something, you've said they're wrong, and then they tell you that you're wrong, and this continues for about, 30 minutes, an hour, 2 hours, days, and and no progress is made, and you guys both go on your own merry ways. It stuck more in your own beliefs than you were originally. And I think all of us would love if there was a magic way for us to get people to understand our own positions better so that they could see how right we are. Well, I'm actually going to let you in on that secret, because I've unlocked it. And it's something that is going to, I think, amaze all of you out there. And it's very, very, very simple. All right? Are you ready for this? You're going to be wrong on things. That's it. So, some of you out there have heard this and you're like, yes, but I don't think if you've been like me and you've had that sort of experience, you're probably not understanding that fully. So I want you to instead we're going to do a little exercise, a little something different. So I want you all to, after I'm done saying this, pause the video. Go and find a mirror in your house or your apartment or wherever you are, something that's reflective so you can see your face. I want you to look in there, look yourself dead in the eyes, and repeat what I'm saying. Okay? I am wrong about things that I believe are 100% correct. So go ahead and do that. Don't worry. I'll be right here. For those of you who have unpaused the video, great. For those of you who didn't pause the video, go do that right now. We're going to continue. And so I guess I can't really hold you guys accountable, but I am hoping that you'll at least do this because I think it is a very important thing that we tend to forget. The reality is whenever you look throughout history with everybody, and this is 100% true, every single person who has ever lived, with the exception, I guess, of Jesus, has been wrong about something. And wrong about something that they have held to be, completely true and the reality of the world. Like an actual, truth about reality itself. Everybody has been wrong about something like that. And so these things that we often hold on to so severely and so protect so vigorously tend to be things that we believe about the world that we think are right, that is the right way to view the world, but the reality is that sometimes we're wrong about those things. And we don't like to admit it, because it's embarrassing and honestly it means that our viewpoint of the world is flawed. So I think one of the most important things as a starting point for all of us is to understand that we're going to be wrong about things about the world, about any of these topics, whatever they are, whether it's about the environment, about what we should do about the environment, what we should do about, or what, economic system we should run, what religion we should even have in those sorts of cases, what specific beliefs in theology we should have. These things, we're going to have some things that we're wrong about, and we should just kind of come to the point where we can accept it and understand that. Something which I have started to try and do in my own life, and admittingly, it's something I'm still working on because I myself get into arguments like this still, is asking myself the question with certain things that I believe, okay, what if I'm wrong? What if I am wrong about this specific thing? What does that mean? How should the world progress if I am wrong about that? How should things go in that sort of direction? And the reason why I do this is it humbles me a little bit better to try and actually engage in what really is the next most important part of this and the next sort of secret to getting somebody to actually listen to you and understand and hear out your viewpoint, which is to be able to respect their own viewpoint and hear them out first. The big secret, one of the things that they teach you in sales, is you're going to run into some people who very vehemently disagree with you about the reality of whatever you're trying to sell, whether it's a product or whatever. And the worst thing you can do, the number one thing that'll kill that sale instantly, is to disagree with them on that point. It is better to actually just straight up say, you know what, you're right, and continue on, and then state your opinion, than to get into that sort of fight. Because the reason is that when we tell somebody that they're wrong, it invokes an emotional response within us that makes us dig our heels into the ground and fight for every square inch there and not move and be immovable. Whereas if you actually just say, okay, yeah, you're probably right, or whatever, or yeah, or if you feel like you can't say, okay, yeah, you're right about that, instead picking out something within what they're saying that you can agree on, it disarms that person a little bit more, and gets them into a mood where they're actually willing to maybe listen to what you have to say and to consider. And if you do that, you also will find that you're listening and considering what they have to say, and instead of having a days-long, weeks-long, months-long argument with somebody that gets both of you nowhere, you'll actually maybe find that you have a real conversation where you start seeing things a little bit differently and your viewpoint of the world, changes for the better. That happens. And I think that is an important thing, especially at this time when there's a lot of debates going on about, things that people have been debating about for centuries and we haven't really come to found a correct answer for. I think that's important for us to all sort of keep in mind. So I hope that you found that helpful out there, wherever you may be. And so we are now going to be moving into our last song for today. So I would like to invite you all to join me in worship for that. And then you can go and have a safe week.